Okay, so right now you're looking at a nice, calm, scenic picture that every time I put this picture on as a background, it reminds me of the times when I would love to take a car ride upstate New York. Oh, it's another world out there. It's just so different from the five boroughs. Okay, it's a great place. This picture certainly reminds me of it. But what I also love about the picture is that it shows a sense of calmness, serenity. That is not necessarily always going to look like that. Give it a few more weeks when the weather starts getting a little crazy, colder, chillier, storm threats. Okay, there's been a lot of talk about preparing for emergencies. It reminded me of something. When I was a child, I remember a thing called a water immerser. I forgot all about it, but it was like a device, literally, that you would stick inside a cup of water and you would plug it into the wall and you would heat up that cup of water. I said to myself, do they still make such devices? And if so, do they make it in such a way that you could use it with a USB cable or at least plug it into your car? And the great news is, I was able to find a whole bunch of different types of those online. And I'm going to mention the name Amazon. Okay. I don't get a dime. I don't sell on Amazon. So I could just say it. But this is not a sponsored ad. And I do not own one. So I couldn't tell you how good it works or anything like that. But my strong suggestion is to look at the site. For example, this one is called, the brand is called Brand Max Mart, MAXMARTT. That's the brand name, MaxMart. MaxMart Immersion Heater, mini portable electric car boiled water immersion heater, traveling, camping, for picnicking. Okay, and it takes about 12 volts. So this is a great alternative for any type of, if you're going to boil water. There are so many meals out there today that only require boiled water, for example. This would come in really handy for the person that cannot afford at this moment in time, like something bigger to deal with, and you're just interested in boiling water. But even if you're in your own car and you're stranded in the middle of a cold, stormy night and you can't get the car to move, and nothing would feel better in your heart, soul, and tummy than a nice cup of coffee. All you have to do is always carry some bottled water in your car, which you should do anyway. Some packets of instant coffee or a jar, if that's better for you to do that. And of course, some travel mugs. And you could always keep powdered creamer with you. So there's no excuse, oh, I don't have milk, whatever. Get all the fixings that you can use that are shelf stable and keep them in your car. And just imagine if you have to wait an hour or two in the freezing cold in the car for help to arrive, that cup of coffee would make a huge difference. Or if someone doesn't feel well and maybe they're getting a little bit of a tickle in their throat or whatever, and you can't get to a place to go and buy some coffee. This is the answer, in my honest. I haven't used it. I don't know what it's like, but this is just an example. There are one of many. And what I should have done, I should have included it as a slide picture on here. And I apologize for that. However, just go to Amazon. Remember, I don't make a thin dime for saying it. It's the idea of having the ability to boil water in an affordable manner and to do it from your car. That sounds really, really interesting. So MaxSmart Immersion Heater, mini portable electric car, boiled water immersion heater, traveling, camping, and picnic. And it is new. And oh, by the way, I forgot the most important thing. Guess how much it costs? $8.09. This sounds extremely affordable. This may be of interest to you. And if you are a Prime member, according to this, according to what I'm looking at, there's like a 1-day turnaround from the time you order it to the time you get it. So with things being a little weird and crazy these days, if you're looking for something to at least even if you heat up the water, not in your car, and or heat up the water from your car and bring it inside your apartment or your house, and because you don't have any other way of heating up water at that moment in time, you can make a nice, those portable cup of soup. And by the way, yes, if there's another thing to consider, or just they're not expensive, stock up on them. Those cup of noodles, all you need is the hot water. You have your cup. If you have some spoons or fork, whatever, which way you prefer, right then and there. That might be another idea for you to keep those products inside of the car and inside of your stockpile. They're very, very affordable. So I don't know why, but it just occurred to me. I said, wait a minute, Jan. It's nice that, because of this recent refrigerator ordeal that I, went through, and hopefully tomorrow in real time, I'm recording this ahead of time, of course, but tomorrow in real time, I'm expecting it. But I learned a couple of things. Some of the things that I would have thought were the silliest things actually got me through it. And I might have mentioned it on another video. I make a lot of videos, so forgive me if it sounds a minute or two redundant, but maybe I didn't mention it. So I was shocked to learn that Slim Jims are great to have. And by the way, you could get them on that website too as well. 26 Slim Jims, okay? And extremely affordable. I think it was I don't remember offhand. It was definitely less than $7 in my case. Okay. I believe so. Maybe it was on sale. I don't know. But for 26, come on now. One morning, I'm so used to having protein. Okay. So I wanted to start my day, not from just like a oatmeal carbohydrate protein type thing. I mean, protein. So I said, you know what? I'm going to have a couple of those Slim Jim stick, and I had a piece of bread, and I wrapped the bread around it, and I just made a little weird sandwich from it. But I'll tell you, it did the trick. So find out ways that works for you, and for just a few cents over $8, this sounds like a no-brainer. You're always going to keep bottles of water in your car, hopefully. You never know when you need it. Never know when you need it, okay? And, of course, a couple of, travel mugs. Doesn't take up much space, right? And get your fixins. Some people like sugar. Get some sugar packages. Whatever it is, but definitely the coffee creamer, powdered version. Shelf stable. And they have so many different flavors. You could get that on that site for a fraction of the regular cost. The hazelnut is great. Even Steve loves it. He's, I suggested for him to try the French vanilla once. I know he ordered it, and he really, really appreciates that. The French vanilla is really good. Hazelnut, fraction of the cost. Some of them have the sugar built into it. You don't need to carry packages. These are just suggestions, just to make life a little more tolerant, a little more comfortable. You never know. There are a lot of meals that you could create. You could buy shelf stable, just add water. If you have the hot water and you don't have a lot of money to have a heating source for your water, these are things to consider. Okay? Okay. There you go. I hope I helped at least one person today. That's the whole purpose of my channel. If you found value in this video, please let YouTube know. I don't care what other people know. I care what the algorithm knows. Let the algorithm on YouTube know how, by clicking like. Clicking like and sharing this video can help so many other people. And I really do appreciate everybody's time. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to come back Monday through Friday at midnight for my No Frills videos. Those run usually about 5 minutes or less, although sometimes I might go over a few seconds over 5. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. Stay safe, stay prepared.